Hi, my name is Douglas James, and I'm going to be demonstrating the Minute.tech web app for you. And so if you don't know what Minute.tech is, it's a platform for users to connect to for tech help. So a non-techie user would post a question on the system, and a techie user would go through all the questions on the system and look for the one that they want to claim, and they think they can answer, and they'd claim it. And the two users can, the client and the technician, can chat over Messenger, built-in Messenger in the system. They can do voice or video call built in on the system, and then payments all wrapped in as well. Oh, and also remote connection, so the user can look at the other screen of the other person. So if the technician wants to demonstrate something on their screen, they can share their screen, or the client wants to show what happened on their end, they can also share their screen. And yeah, so payments based off of a few things. If we go to the About section here and we go to pricing, you can see what it's based on here. It's pretty low right now because we're just starting off. The fee is only 10% that Minutetech takes, the minimum. We're just doing testing. So I mean, while we're at it here, this is just a couple like about pages just to understand what Minutetech is about. It's down here and also under more over here. And so if we go ahead, and you can either register if you don't have an account. If you have an account, obviously you can sign in. If you forgot your password, you can go ahead and throw that in here. Send you a link. And so we're going to go ahead. Oh, and look, I got it. So we're going to go ahead and use this cool functionality here at the start, because whenever people are coming to the Minutetech platform, what are they going to ask? They want to ask a question, right? So let's just get right to it. This will go ahead and make you an account. You don't even have to have an account. And so you can just ask your question, and we'll put it on the system. It'll send you an email to set your password. And you also get an email when it's claimed. So we'll go ahead and just type something in here like keyboard is too loud. And then we can do some filler text here, lorem ipsum. And we'll do John Gale. And we'll do John Gale at mail.com. Cool. And we'll go ahead and add some tags. And so there's a little bit of information here on the tooltip on what they are, but it's essentially just helps categorize it. So if we did keyboard and HP for the brand or something, and if we go ahead and go in here, and we can go ahead and add an image. And so bingo bango, you can remove it as well if you don't like that image. You can pick a new one. And so there's some more information as well, and a little drop down menu. And so we'll go ahead and ask this question, and it will give us a reCAPTCHA, so we're not robots. And we will fill it out. And it's going to go ahead and go through the sign up process and redirect us over here to the question. And so here we are at the question. And so we have obviously the title. We got our tags here. We got a body. You can edit this body right here, and you can do edits, and we can update it. And you can even go back and you can check out those edits. You can see when it was changed. Neato. And we can go ahead and do view attachment, and just to check that, yep, that for sure was the attachment. We can also delete it. Tell us when it was asked. And so we have a status here. It's unclaimed. So a technician has yet to pick it up off the system, which we will do on our side. And if you want to resolve it, it will just pretty much say that this hasn't been solved yet, so you have to wait. But if you don't want to wait, if you figured it out yourself, then you can just take it off and it will resolve it. But then there will be no cost, obviously. So you can add more context until the technician shows up. So we can just add this pic. And bingo, it added it, and it didn't add that. That's okay. We'll add that after. And you can also do enter to submit here. And so this will just be like if I just clicked enter instead of the send button, it will go ahead and remember that choice. So cool. So let's go ahead and go on the technician side over here. And just show you that the sign up works. It's going to do the robot check. Cool. And it signed us in, and we can go ahead and find our questions. So these are the questions that I already have claimed, and they're pending. I'm working on them. And here's some resolved ones. And if we go to searching for an answer, you can go, or to answer a question, you can go to this section. So you see all the questions on the system right now. And so if we went ahead and, oh look, keyboard is too loud, I can probably answer that, right? And so we can see, oh look, there's some edits here. Edit history, it was 2 minutes ago this was edited, and it was showing me what it used to be. And so, oh, we can see they added more context here. Claim the question to begin chatting. Cool. So we'll go ahead and claim it. Boom. We have it here. Okay, now we're working on it. And you can see on the client side, there's now a bunch more options. You can see the technician on this end. And hi, I can help. And let's just say that they're talking for a little bit, right? Just saying, oh, neat. And you can even see there's a typing indicator there showing that I am typing on this end. This is working great. I don't know, random stuff. Oh, I gotta send it. And we send that, and we say some more stuff. Cool. And we can attach another photo. Do we really? Oh, let's do that. We'll do this photo. Okay, cool. So then we can say, hey, let's hop on a call. And then I'll say, sure. And if I accidentally, let's pretend shirt is a bad word. Sure, shirt, or not even it's a bad word. I just didn't mean to do that, right? We'll do edit. So we can do get rid of that, and we do update. Haha, it's fixed. And on the other end, you can also look at the edits. Same thing as the body, right? So we're gonna go ahead and, just to show this also works on mobile, I'll just show real quick. We will take a photo of dust on my desk, and we'll send that off. Cool. So, I don't know if I showed this, but you can just click it and it will expand the image. So we're going to go ahead and do the call. And you also, as you can see, it's now paginating this, so it will load more information if it gets too hectic. You can also delete a photo here. Cool, so let's jump in a call. And you can see here I am on this end, and then it's going to prompt me for permissions. I'm going to accept, and here I am on this end. And so it's going to be really loud in a sec. It's just going through the loading process here. Cool. So we're going to mute our mics so we don't echo. Cool, so we can go ahead and turn on and off our camera. Pretend I don't want to be seen. And I can share my screen, so I can go ahead here and share my screen, which will show my current setup there. Not super useful, but of course we can do this and that, and it looks like when the camera was off, it wouldn't let me view the share screen, which is something I can fix. But you get the point. You can see, oh look, I see what's going on here. Neato. You can do that and that. And so in the background, while this call is going on, there is a Twilio. The Twilio API is recording how much time, and so there's a payment that is going to be made depending on how much time was on the call, and as well as how many characters were sent only by the client. So that the payment's only made for images and characters that the client sends, not the technician sends. But in this call, it's just a flat fee. So we're going to unshare, and then we're going to go ahead and finish the call off. Say our goodbyes. Something I forgot to show is you can flip the camera in it too. I guess I can just recall real quick. I'm going to mute our mic again. And so you can see here on this side, if it goes ahead and connects, I might have done it too fast. Yeah, there we go. We go ahead and flip our camera, show the dust on our desk still. Cool. And we can leave on this end as well, and it will still leave. And if you refresh, or if you back out, if you exit out of the tab, it will also cancel the call, so the timer doesn't run up. And so currently the schedule doesn't do anything yet. It's just it's not a super necessary feature right at the start, because you can just chat about it. You can just say, hey, let's meet up at this place at this time, right? But eventually I want to have like a UI for that. So now what? Now we can say, hey, thanks for the help, man. Spelled help wrong, it's okay. And you can say no problem, right? No probs. Okay, and so if we go ahead as the client, we go ahead and resolve it. We can go ahead and see how much time was had over here on the call. And so you can see calling 50 cents a minute, and you can see the count was 0.35 minutes. So 35 seconds, or no, I think it's more than that, because 60 seconds in a minute. But regardless, it's only 17 cents. Most calls obviously would be a little longer than that. And this cost is pretty low, but it's for testing again. And so characters, as I said, each image is like 50 cents, I think it is, and every character is half a cent. I should probably add some more information here for the image cost, but regardless, you can see the breakdown there, and so we can go ahead and move along. And if we want to finish this, add a payment method before continuing. Okay, so we have to add a payment method, obviously, if we want to pay this guy. We can add a test card for Stripe. Cool, so it just got added real quick. We can delete that card if we wanted to, but we just added it, so we don't want to do that. We can say this guy was so great. Oh, can't spell. And we can delete most of this. And we can give him a little bit of tip, so let's just say 10 bucks. And we can go ahead and boom, submit that. So neato, this already changed over here on our side. So on either side, you can see that you can view the invoice, and it can be broken down. It's broken down for both users. And you can see this just popped up because it just got populated over here on the right. Same thing with this client. You can see it's broken down. You can have the cut. The Minutetech cut is only 10% of the total and does not include the tip, when that payment was made, and the total cost for the user. Cool. And so one last thing we can go over is just the profile page, or the account page. So these are some features that are going to be coming soon. Alerts, just like a new message came in. Experience, just to, this is mainly for technicians, but might as well have it for the clients as well, where you just gain points essentially for doing stuff. So like asking a question, you'll get points, and maybe you'll get like a free t-shirt over time, which will add for publicity as well as, or marketing, as well as everyone loves a free t-shirt. And so if we go ahead and the objectives as well are here, which is just like ask 10 questions and earn X amount of experience, which will level you up and get you rewards, kind of a positive feedback loop for the user. And then for technicians, you can see there's a ranking. So ranking is to pretty much indicate how good a technician is, and so there'll be a totally different point system for ranking, so that we can keep good apples on the system and bad apples off the system, right? So we're gonna go over to the profile. You can see you can update a pic. So we'll go ahead and update it. We'll make it the Zuck over here. I think it's his wax figure, and boom, it's updated nice. So you can also see if you wanted to become a technician over here, there's some stuff you have to do in order to do that, so we can have some sort of process to vet the user, or the technician, sorry. And a lot of this is just required by Stripe in order to input bank information. And so if you were to fill all these things, I can't verify the email because I didn't use a real email. But for links, so you just have to give a LinkedIn. That's something that Stripe wants. And as you can see, if I added my LinkedIn here, it will go ahead and complete that for us as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You can obviously ask another question and you kind of repeat the cycle. It goes back on here and it goes through this life cycle of unclaimed to pending to resolved. Oh, and then billing is the last thing, I guess. You can add more cards, same little component that we used in the invoice, and you can see your past charges, which will then bring you to the invoice page. And the billing looks a little bit different for technicians because you can have an incoming, which is your bank that you added. And you can also look at your balance, so how much you've made this cycle. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. I can just show you can sign out here as well, and you're back to the start. Okie doke. See ya. Thanks for watching. Bye.